Hello, I'm at an undisclosed location in Southern California. We're at Kat's recording studio, and so I'm going to give you guys the long-awaited sort of tour of it. It's going to be really cool. So I'm going to do that thing where you go up the stairs and it's going to be like fast motion. So I'm going to do that now. So here we are at the recording studio. This is Kat. Say hi.
Hello.
Hey, so this is where you do your stuff. Can you give us a tour?
I can. Hold on a second.
Okay, tell us about your desk. What do you got going on here?
So, for recording for the stuff that we're doing,
Very important work.
very, very important.
I like the pop screen that you have. Like, looks almost as like just as in ruin as mine.
They come this way now.
I think we need to buy a T-pack.
They just come this way.
They come this
When
way.
you buy it.
I have an old set of pantyhose on mine. Yours just looks worse than mine. At least I have it on a stand. You
Yeah.
caveman. You just hold it.
Yep. So for recording, bunch of different stuff here. So this effects actually was all the way back from gosh.
That was when we were in State Line Empire, right?
Drist to State Line Empire, actually. And the last part of Drist into State Line Empire.
What recordings?
It's of Misuse, I think. A lot of the lead stuff on it. And then primarily State Line Empire. I mean, that's where I worked with Fractal on the presets and dialing it in for all the stuff we were doing at the time. So this is the main recording tool. And then Auxbox, which...
You don't even know what that does, do you?
Oh, I do. Whenever I decide to use my third power amplifier,
Yeah. That's the one with the triangle cabs, right?
triangle cabs, and actually right now they just made the touring amplifier for Joe Satriani for the Van Halen
Really?
tour that's going on out there. So I've been working with Third Power since they've started, really. And this amp was custom made, and it's actually when Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm was working with Third Power as well. And so this is kind of branching off from that version of the amplifier. So I'll run this when I want to use, sometimes for like rhythms or whatever, I'll want to use a real tube head, because you just kind of get, you know, that sound that tubes give you that modelers sometimes don't. I don't know. I hear it. Maybe some people won't, but I'll run this into the aux box so I don't have to use a guitar cab.
Yeah.
And then this goes right into Pro Tools, so I can then use impulse response on this side of it. It's kind of like an analog digital type thing, because to be honest, this thing is so loud.
Really?
That there's no way that you could really run this in the studio without having like an ISO cab or something like that. It would just be too loud. So with this thing, I can crank it and I can get the full saturation and the full sound. So it's kind of the best of both worlds.
So you can really just like get a full volume out of it without getting the neighbors all messed up.
Exactly.
And okay. So we just recorded, we end up this way. And what guitar did you use for that?
So let's ask the cat, because the cat seems to.
What do you have to say about it, Kat?
I use this guy. So I've been using a lot of 8 strings.
Yeah.
This is actually my favorite.
That's a fancy one.
Ibanez Prestige, Evertune, EMG pickups. Evertune is really good because just for the tunings, it keeps things just locked in. For the guitar players out there, I'm sure everybody's kind of heard of the Evertune at this point. It's just great for studio and for touring.
What's it tuned at right now?
Okay, so the tunings that I'm using,
because we've been doing really low tunings lately.
we've been using, so they're kind of,
I think it's like A flat.
it's based around A flat. And I said the reason I say based around
It's dropped
A
A flat, right?
Dropped A flat, but the reason I say based around is because what I'm doing is I'm tuning the guitars to themselves as opposed to.
What does that mean that you're tuning them to themselves?
I know Tyson's like, what? A lot of times people will just use a tuner, right? And they go through and they just do like, okay, I'm going to do E standard or E flat or whatever. And they use the tuner to do it. What I'll do is I find A flat, let's say, and it's more or less where it's supposed to be. But then after that, it could slip a little, you know, it could go a little flat.
Mm-hmm.
And then but if it sounds good is the thing, is sometimes you just get a really cool just chunk out of it. It just sounds really good. And then when you tune it and it's in tune, you kind of lose that a little bit sometimes. And so what I'll do is I'll find that sweet spot, and then I'll tune, giving away my secrets, and then I'll tune the guitar around that.
So when I do my vocals and they're not in tune, I can blame you because you've led me astray.
Yes, I've led you astray. It's kind of something, it's kind of based off of stuff that Pantera did, Eddie Van Halen did. This is another guitar I've been using, the 7-string. This is the Jason Richardson model, which I love. Just a really solid instrument. I really like this one quite a bit. Use this on the latest stuff that we've put out.
Oh, okay. That one, I've never seen that guitar before.
Yeah, this is a really cool one.
How much are you spending on guitars, man? Like way too much money.
Oh, I have an endorsement.
That's nice.
Yeah. Multi-scale neck, and has the, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, the piezo system to kind of get that acoustic sound. You can kind of toggle it on and off here. The thing that I like about this is that it's an 8-string, right? You're like, the neck's so wide, but it doesn't feel that way. It's really playable. And again, it's multi-scale, so you can get in and reduce leads and all the stuff you want to do in here and still get the benefits of the lower tuning.
Now, these aren't all the ones you used on the song. The song that we just put out used just the white guitar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is kind of the workhorse, you know. The thing that's funny about it is that, I don't know, in comparison to some of the other guitars, it wasn't as expensive, and you know, this didn't come stock on the guitar. My tech, Gary Brower in San Francisco, who I still work with, kind of just slugged it in. You know, you can kind of see it's not painted, and just got it in there. But man, this guitar just sounds so good. So I always end up going back to this one. It just sounds the best, really. And again, with the Evertune, it's so solid. I had a guitar, just as a side note with the Evertune, I had a guitar that was in storage for about 1.5 years, and had an Evertune, took it out of the case, and it was still in tune, like perfect. You know, and that just doesn't happen, you know. So these things are great. They're really solid.
Are you trying to get Evertune to send you more free product?
No, it's the truth. I mean, when you find something that works good, you just want people to know about it, because it's, you know, tuning's a pain in the butt.
And that's the bass you used for the song. That's the coolest bass I think I've seen in a really long time.
Yeah, so Dingwall.
And you just got this bass, right?
Yeah.
Well, not just got it, but you used this for the song.
Yeah. So this is the Nolly bass from Periphery, and I mean, a lot of times you're like, oh, maybe it's hype, you know, but this thing's a real deal. If you guys, Sweetwater, if you guys want to get one, Sweetwater has them in stock. They were a little bit challenging to get earlier, just because a lot of people just didn't have them, or they were sold out. But Sweetwater usually has them in stock. And if you're looking for a good bass for low tunings, or, you know, the type of stuff that we're doing, I would definitely recommend picking one of these up.
Cool.
And then after that, we have this is kind of, I guess, what you call like the classic rock or dad rock guitars.
Oh, this is where you do your boomer bends.
The boomer bend guitars. These are all
Okay, let me just quickly look at them. We don't need to go over every single one.
Yeah.
And then there'll probably be people wanting that on a later video. We could do that again, but...
Well, I'll just go over this one. This one's really cool.
Oh, is this the one in the video that made everyone all mad?
Yeah, so there was a video where I was burning a guitar.
Yeah, that's...
Or you were burning a guitar. I pleaded with you to not do it, but...
No, don't put that on me.
Anyway, this was the final... What is this, like the 5-year later follow-up?
So many people got so angry over that video.
This is where it went. So Deneen in the Bay Area painted the Joker, and she did the custom logo work up on Gibson, and Gary Brower put it together. It actually has a laser gun.
What's the sonic function of the laser gun?
It just sounds really cool. It sounds like a toy laser gun.
Really?
Through the guitar, yeah.
So it's not just visual. It actually
actually works and serves a function. And then there's a switch back here. Yeah, so it has light of eyes. Gotta have light of eyes, right? Why not?
Oh my gosh.
Laser gun.
See, we did something good with the guitar, guys. It didn't just get
kill
ruined.
Switch.
You have the kill switch on a lot of your guitars.
Yeah, I love the kill switch. Kind of a staple. Get that Tom Morello type thing going. Yeah.
Okay, well, see, everyone that was mad in the comments, look, the guitar went to a good place. It did good stuff. Looks much better now. Anyway, so that's your guitars. All the boring stuff now we're done with. Now let's go over the cool stuff like the Decor.
Yeah, so
Like, can you tell us about any of the scary decor that you have to take down when guests are around?
yeah, so whenever I have people over sometimes.
So we have
Masks from Halloween 3, Season of the Witch.
Dracula.
Dracula.
You have Godzilla with the hat on.
Yep.
And who's this guy from?
Norbert.
Okay, and then
Just a bat guy.
oh, and you have the axe from Mandy.
Yes.
That is
Randy.
Is that thing real metal?
It's real metal. It's the actual axe that was used in the movie.
Yeah, right.
It was.
Don't lie.
Nicolas Cage gave it to me himself.
He gave it to you?
Yeah.
Did he give you a hug and a bro hug after
Yeah.
that? He said you did
So he didn't need it anymore.
it.
So he gave it to me.
Is it sharp?
He said, "May this help you in your life." And so,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. So, hey,
And this is the head from, what is it?
Mars Attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do we got? We have,
Demon Knight right here.
oh,
Demon Knight mask. So a lot of the stuff, the reason like this stuff is all here is, grew up with horror movies, like I guess like a lot of people have, and I've been fortunate to work in the visual effects, in addition to doing music and making sweet jams.
yeah.
I've worked in the film industry for quite a while, so on movies like Matrix and Star Wars and all sorts of monster movies. So this is kind of like a passion too. So I just wanted to build a studio in here that just kind of inspired me to want to be in here and just kind of get the creative juices, as they say, just flowing and just creating a space. It's kind of like people that have come in here that know me have said that it's like entering my mind, like a doorway into my brain, so to speak. So it's cool to be able to have a space that I can create in and just do all the things that I do.
That's awesome. This is much more elaborate and cool than mine. Mine is like in front of my bed.
Well, this pulls out to a bed, so I can do the same thing. I can have a bed
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
thanks for giving us a tour of your recording studio, and
And if anyone has questions or wants to know more about the inner workings of things, I mean, let Tyson know.
yeah, throw them in the comments. And if you want to get more granular on it, we can do that. And
Yeah.
sorry for my camera work because see this window I'm facing with sun. It's tough.
Yeah, I thought I was working with professionals.
Yeah, well, it's me. Oh, you wanted to show me one last thing before we go, right?
Yeah. One last thing. So this is something that has just kind of started that's really cool. Is back on this wall right here. When people come, they bring me art. So, a friend of mine painted this sunflower. They're just random things, but they're cool things, and I love to put them up in the studio. So, a niece did this really cool painting for me, and a cousin did this one. This is a dollar that was actually signed by Elaine from Alice in Chains that my brother
And that's
gifted me.
because that's the only thing that you had to sign, right?
Yeah, my brother was at a show and saw him, and that's all he had was $1 and said, "Hey, would you sign this for me?" And he looked at him and said, "Oh, I should probably just keep this."
Oh, really?
But he signed it for him, and I guess from what my brother was saying, like he really hasn't signed any, like he never would sign things. So I guess it's kind of rare in that sense. I think it's really cool that it's a $1 bill, right? It's a signed $1 bill from the singer from Alice in Chains. I mean, that's fucking rad.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, just wanted to share that.
This has been a really cool room that we get creative in, and
Yeah, we've written a lot of tunes and a lot of tunes coming that I'm really excited about.
Awesome.
You guys check them out. So.
okay. Well, thank you, man. You're gonna jump around the Discord, right? Maybe.
Yes. Yeah, I'll be on there.
Okay.
I'm working
Good.
my way.
All right.
my way.
Sounds good.
Right,
Okay.
see you guys.
See you.